Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to write melodies and how to use piano roll. So you can see the VSTs I previously prepared for you here. Also I have a drum sample right there. Then let's get started without wasting any time. First I'm giving you a piece of information. You can add VSTs to channel rack from this plus icon. Let's assume that you added the FL case to this channel rack. After that you can open the piano roll like this. And we are going to write our melodies through this panel. We are opening the piano roll and we're going to see piano keys on the left. You can preview the notes by clicking on them. On the top we have a shortcut menus and tools. We can cut the notes with this tool. Hold Ctrl and select all the notes with left click. Just assume that we wrote a note and you can copy it with Ctrl B, or we can extend the note by pressing Ctrl L. These are the shortcuts. Let's write a chord progression. What is it? You can see there are 4 separated sections. We are going to add notes and combine them to make a chord. So after all, we're going to have a chord progression with them. It's that simple. If you want to lower the tone of the sound, you can select the note or note group and press Ctrl and down arrow key. It's simple too. Now we made a B minor chord right there. It's starting with B, and after 1-2 notes, the second note is placed to third space. If it was placed on the fourth space, we are going to call it major chord. It's fundamental information about music theory, but if you don't know anything, you don't need to worry. You can make these chords by using only the chord progression shortcut. It's right there. After you open the menu, you can choose anything you want. But let's start with the basic ones. Choose the minor. We put it to F note and it's done. We have a F minor chord. You can change the chord by dragging like this. As you can see, they moving as a group. You can press Alt G to separate them. It's that simple. You can change the time signature from this knob. Let's choose the 1/4. Then let's start to write our first chord progression. It's B minor. We can lower the highest note like this and it's going to make our chord progression more stable. Ungroup them like this. Select the note and Ctrl down arrow. Our chord is B minor, so we can add bass note as a B note to right there. That's good. Let's continue. Now we are going to add major chord. You can write the notes like this just by clicking, but for now select the major from there again. So D major sounds good. Also added the bass notes. Now let's add one more minor chord. As you can see, there's a 7 empty space between the first and the last note. If we put a note to third space, it's called minor. If we put a note to fourth space, it's called major. What if we rearrange the chord as a major? As you can hear, it's not sounds right. You can check the other notes on the left and right to decide what you can choose for the new chord. Let's add bass to these two. Not always, but generally we're going to use the first note as a bass note. But it will change in the future when you learn the music theory a little bit more. As you can see, we have a minor, major, minor. So let's put there a major chord. That's good. Yeah, sounds good. We done with the chord progression, but it sounds a little bit boring. So let's open the metronome and listen it first. What we can do? We can rearrange the length of the chords. We can shorten this chord. This one stays long. We can change there like this. We can fill the space between them with Ctrl L, as you can remember. That's good. Now we can move on with the other melodies like bass, arps, other elements. Let's say we want to use this chord progression as a pad sound, so press Ctrl A, after that press Ctrl X and go to the pad VST on the channel rack and open the piano roll and press Ctrl V. That's it. You have a pad sound with this chord progression. Now open the bass, and as you can see, we can see the notes we wrote before, cause we still working on the same pattern. Bass sounds have much more low frequencies than other elements, so we need to give it to a free space. So we are going to write a bass melody, maybe in a synthwave genre. Lower it so we can hear more bass sounds. That's good. We can write the same note side by side pressing Ctrl B. We should change the place for this note. Ctrl B again. We filling the spaces. That's good. You can change the melodies like this, it's all up to you. I mean, let's say you like this part, you can copy this part and press Ctrl B again. I want it to be that basic for now. I mean, it can stay like that. The important thing is for you to understand the piano roll functions for now. In the next, we have an ARP sound. We are going to write an ARP melody. Let's lower the volume a little bit before we start. You can preview the sounds on your keyboard too. You can stretch the note like this. I'm going to choose the 1/4 time signature. And so that's cool. You can choose everything you wrote before with Ctrl A and Ctrl B to paste them to next section. That's wonderful. So let's add something to our key sound. Maybe some trippy sounds. You can shorten the notes like this. If you can't do this, probably you should change the time signature to none. You can see it's not on the grid, so you can press Ctrl Q. Right there, we have a velocity control panel. You can control the gain level of the notes one by one. And you can change the control panel to panning or something else. So you can change the panning levels of the notes. And I think that's all for the beginner level melody writing tutorial. So I hope this video helps you to understand the process a little bit more. If you have any question or any thoughts in your mind, you can write it down to comments. I wish you best. See you next time.